I'm a mini pie guy. You know what I mean? I'm a mini pie guy.
Okay, before we, run out of time, I think
Yeah.
we should go into my segment.
Go ahead.
My Reddit segment.
Go ahead.
Fifi, since this is your first time being on the pod, are you familiar with the my Reddit segment?
Yes.
My whole bit that I go into.
Yes.
You might be familiar with Reddit's like many numerous
He looks so
crazy or
Like, look at him. He's like, yes.
iconic stories.
I'm well aware of Reddit.
We're all
We
uncomfortable
come across
when Reddit
these
get brought
stories
up.
like throughout our like relationship, and I feel like it's bonded us.
Talk
Yes.
about it.
Yes, it has.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm
Wow,
pretty sure
wow, wow.
I got you to start going on Reddit by showing you like one of these, like a terrible, like story. I want to say
Yeah.
there's some really bad ones. I literally cannot say half of the ones.
Do you remember the one about the Post-it notes? Don't go
Y'all wanna know
too
what
in
I be
depth if you
seeing on
remember.
Reddit?
No, I don't actually.
You don't remember the Post-it note story? Okay, I think you might remember what it is when I read it. So this wasn't intended to start off as like, some insane story, okay? This post was made on the our legal advice subreddit, where people, post advice about, regarding legal stuff, right? So this guy made a post and he says, post-it notes left in apartment. Okay? And he starts it off by, on the 15th of April, I found a yellow Post-it note in a handwriting that wasn't mine on my desk, reminding me of some errands I had to do, but told literally nobody about it. I told literally no one about it. While odd, I chalked it up to something I did in my sleep, thinking maybe in my half-awake state, I scrawled it so it didn't appear to be my handwriting. I threw it out and thought little of it. On the 19th, I found another Post-it note on the back of my desk chair in the same handwriting as the previous note, telling me to make sure I saved my documents. I was freaked out, but there were no other signs of a break-in, so I set up a webcam in my house aimed at my desk and used a security cam app for it to record
Isn't this a
after
video
detecting movement.
It's a video game just like this.
Is it?
Where this guy ended up writing this girl that ended up killing herself. But we played the game while he's thinking he's like in some like in between world or whatever. And he's thinking he's just writing shit down on a post note. But he's
that
actually writing it out to go ahead. Okay. For all the nerds, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Especially if you play horror games.
On the 28th, I woke up to find another Post-it note. This one saying, our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do. I immediately checked the webcams folder on my computer and found nothing from the night before, but my computer's recycling bin had been emptied, which I am certain I did not do recently, indicating someone had noticed the webcam and deleted the files. They were just saved straight to a folder on my desktop called webcam. Today on the 1st of May, you made it very very easily to detect and delete. Today on the 1st of May, I found another Post-it note, this time on the outside of my door with nothing written on it. And there also appeared to be Post-it notes on many other doors in my apartment complex, all blank in varying colors. Do I have any legal recourse here? I have no proof except for the Post-its, but those are written by my pen and on my Post-it notes. So conceivably, I could have faked them. Would contacting the police get me into any trouble? If they can't determine an outside source for this, I just want to make sure I'm not wasting anyone's time. So I consult my landlord. Those are living in my complex. So there's some random sticky notes being left around his house. And he believes there's somebody like coming to his apartment leaving these notes. And he just wants to make sure he's in like the legal, right to like, press charges, I guess, or interrogate to, question people.
Don't do that, Berto.
What do you think it is?
Nah, don't do that. What do you think?
No, I really know what it is. That's the thing.
I think the nigga crazy, and I think he leaving his own notes.
You think he's in his own notes?
Yeah, I think he's leaving his own notes.
Okay.
And he's trying to like get the story out or whatever the fuck is in his head out somehow, some way.
Okay.
You know, it's like a subconscious thing.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's my thoughts.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Rick and Morty.
All right. Yeah. So, obviously, people were like, leaving him some advice.
Right.
This one particular comment by Kakerlak. That's his username. He posts, "You seem sincere, and this doesn't appear to be a plot of a Ray Bradbury short story. It's possible that your landlord is leaving notes inside your apartment, but they don't make any sense in the context you're describing them. It's likely that you are writing the notes yourself, but are forgetting. Do you use post-it notes as reminders in any other parts of your life or job? Yes, this might be a mental health issue. You might be experiencing some sort of dissociative disorder, or it might be a physical problem. You mentioned that you are in a very unusual narrow bedroom with no windows. Is there a chance that you are not getting enough ventilation when you sleep, or that there is a carbon monoxide leak in your building? A cheap CO detector is a fast way to find out. You also have really bad headaches. You know your own medical and mental history and your other experiences. If you think this incident might be you writing notes yourself, there's no shame in getting somebody qualified to give you an opinion."
Or he lying. Look, I'm sorry. When it comes to these type of stories, bro, these shits just be so fucking far-fetched. Like, what do we even... That's true. You know what I mean? Like,
so,
it's crazy.
It turned out, OP, he said, "I had to have a really bad headache, and I actually already do have a CO detector. Guess I should probably take that out of its box and plug it in."
This nigga.
And it turns out he had a CO leak.
Oh no! So this
he was being
high.
poisoned.
CO2.
He was getting high.
Yes,
He had a CO2 leak. Yeah.
He was being poisoned, and he was leaving himself notes. And this commenter, he got this idea simply because the OP, he made a post in a previous like interior design subreddit where he mentioned he was in a room with no like air, like no air circulation or whatever. And he came to this conclusion. He saved this man's life.
No, he saved that man's life. At least we know he wasn't black, because that motherfucker would have never had batteries.
No.
That motherfucker would have beep every 5 minutes of that bitch. Be like, yo. All right. So we get to a point. I need final thoughts. I need final thoughts. Go ahead. Give me your final thoughts.
Speaking of,
go ahead, because we only got 3 minutes.
The girl in the track incident, the attacker, when she went on camera to like defend herself, guess what was going off? What? The smoke detector.
No.
Swear to God. No.
As soon as she spoke.
No. She was on TV.
Damn.
How you going to say me like that?
Why do we always got to have this happen for us, bro? Damn, we got to have the motherfucking kids running through the motherfucking back and shit. Dog barking and shit. Motherfucking batteries not replaced and shit.
Why are we like damn this? Well the internet it's a generational curse. That's what it is.
The internet is going
think after
in.
all the memes, some people would have like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have enough of that to know, yo, put a fucking battery in your shit. Or just take the shit down and be like homie and start writing notes to yourself. Damn.
Your CO detector.
All right, man. That was a good pod, man.
That was a good ending.
That's wild, bro. Everybody, especially us, let's go ahead. Let's change the batteries in our CO right now.
What's his perspective?
Yeah. Actually, no. Guardian Angel, good luck. What is your perspective? Because I'm curious.
On the CO2 stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is
the post-it notes, like how they, you know what I mean?
I mean, low key, like my cousin just died from like that shit, but it's
Holy
because
shit.
he got drunk and parked his car in his garage and then fell asleep in it with the car on.
Your fiance laughing, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. The engineer
that's
asked
like
this
the same
question,
thing,
y'all.
right? CO2.
This is his fault. Berto, I'm sorry for your...
It was crazy too when my mom told me. I just walked in. She's like, "Your cousin's dead." I'm
engineer,
like, "What?"
Yo, the fuck, Berto? I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying, like that shit.
Is it fucking fine, bro? Are you okay?
Escalated so quick.
I'm gonna give you a fucking hug. Look, we support.
I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of when y'all were talking about it.
Just
And also, like, man, like when I moved into my apartment. Like we
don't
had
have a garage.
we had like a busted one of those, the carbon monoxide detectors.
Yeah.
But it would just constantly go off.
Even with the batteries new?
Yeah, I switched them on everything and it just kept going. And then I was like, yo, this is fucked up. And then I was like trying to figure out how to get it to stop because it just wouldn't stop because I was like trying to turn it off and everything.
Yeah.
And nothing. And so then I started, and then I took out the batteries and it still kept going. And I was like, this is just fucked up.
Were you experiencing any hallucinations during
No.
this time? Any headaches?
He was already too far gone, y'all. He already left
hearing the beep.
Look, he thought this happened.
was
He
hearing the
wrote this
beep.
down on a post-it
He
note.
wrote
Little
this
he
on
know.
a post-it note.
It's
No,
okay,
because it was
Berto.
like an old ass one. No, trust me.
I don't know, bro. Like these stories are all linking. This
No,
is
because we already
crazy.
have other ones. Like, first of all, you're supposed to have them like in every room or something like that, or every like major
I
room.
don't know. I'm black,
But,
bro.
yeah, we
I
don't.
keep saying,
Yeah, you're
bro,
supposed
we
to have,
don't
like, in
put
every-
batteries
every
in them
room
hoes,
or
bro.
something
Just
like
keep
that.
a window crack.
And in like in a hall, every hallway, something like that. But either way, yeah, it was the only one, that only one that was like kept
He
going
was
on.
the only one that was working.
Damn, bro.
Nah.
Damn. You sure it was going on? It wasn't the CO?
Yeah, my mom got me new ones because she kept bitching about that. Because she was like, I don't want, I don't want to start doing it.
Yeah, don't do an impression of OG, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I met OG
Yeah,
too,
it's
man.
rude.
Shout out
Anyway.
to OG. She made me some pozole. I've been asking her for that for like 2 years.
Shout out, Mom.
Make-
Mom's finally made me some pozole, man.
Also, because my impression of her does not sound like her.
Yeah, man. That I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I asked for that too long, just a little too long. But I appreciate that, man.
Hopefully she got some.
She didn't know I
carnitas left for
wanted that,
us.
so that was beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah.
All
What's
right.
the next one? Wait, before we end, when's the next one?
When's the next one?
The
Oh,
dinner.
they get together.
Because I'm hungry.
Ooh, I mean,
The baptism.
yeah. Oh yeah, we're having baptism.
Always
Probably
something
comes
so
to that.
deep. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I can't just be there.
bring
No, you
bring
can
your
come.
nicest
Oh, yeah?
outfit.
I'm pretty sure you can come.
Bring your
Oh, say
nicest
what?
outfit.
I'll let you know.
We trying to put that shit on. We trying to show
we
out.
popping
We trying
out?
to show out. We trying to pop
All
out.
right, be careful now, because
All right.
she's talking to me. All right, so thank you everybody for coming back to the new podcast. You already knew what the fuck it was. That's why you knew to come back to the new podcast. Stop fucking playing with us. You over here with Shy Nuisance. You already know what time it is, and we got introduce yourself because I ain't fucking it up.
Spidah, your resident weirdo.
See, that switched up. She said
Or
golf
your
last
friendly,
time. See,
goth.
I gotta
Friendly
write that
neighborhood
shit
goth.
down, bro. Let me write that shit down.
I'm working on it.
And then we still have Eevee. Yeah. I'm not gonna say my favorite Pokemon, but
That is literally my favorite Pokemon and the cutest Pokemon, so it's fitting.
that's a strong statement. But we gonna let Jazzy have that one. We got Eevee here, and then we got my bestie Kariri here. Their family, by the way. Look, we got hands. There we
baby
go,
girl,
hands.
my
Y'all
baby
see,
girl.
they're here. I'm not talking to myself. I promise. No CO2. I promise. Like, y'all didn't hear not one beep in this bitch. They changed the batteries in Envion.
Yeah, they changed their batteries.
Go ahead, introduce your Fifi.
And this is my Fifi.
I mean, outroduce. Right?
he goes
Yeah,
by.
whatever.
He likes to go by Owl.
Ow.
Al, aka
Ow.
Bert, aka Albordius Prime, aka
Talk that
Big
shit.
Body Bert.
Talk that shit. Hey, he trying to get a spot on the pod, y'all. Hey, talk that shit. Go ahead.
What are those? I have a few other nicknames. I forgot what they were. I also go by Quasar on Instagram.
Talk.
Oh yeah,
QAZR.
shout yourself out. Shout
that
yourself
shit.
out.
Shout all that
Yo,
shit.
follow
All right,
Quasar. Wait,
y'all.
was
All right,
it
y'all.
underscore Quasar?
Yeah, QAZR. No, at dash underscore.
Yeah,
underscore Q.
All right, with all that. All right,
We'll
all right. Hey,
tag him, we'll
engineer,
tag him.
camera on me. We
We'll
gonna
put
put that
it
shit
over here.
right up in here. We gonna put his link in there. Y'all gonna be able to follow my man. He don't know what the fuck his IG is, but
He's a very talented
he's
artist.
a talented artist. We're gonna get him out there. We're so grateful for you guys. We're gonna be back for the next episode. That's gonna be episode 6. We don't have a title for this. We never have a title. I come up with it, whatever fucking word we said like a billion times. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Envion, again, man.
you
And
so
Will, don't do that again, bro. Don't do that again.
Leave us.
Don't leave us again, bro. You had us high and out. All right, I was high
Ass
and
out.
you was out. How about that? Man, thank y'all, man. New podcast. We out.